Today's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood. Thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed. Cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teens scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
Welcome to In the Zone Gaming with AscendingElm407. I'm glad you made it. Joined a good show today. Hope you had a great day so far. We're going to get into some Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to show some things not seen before usually in games and look at another creative aspect that they have introduced into it as well. Show you some tips and tricks and enjoy a great good game of role play for those who like to get it in, how they fit it in. I'm your host, AscendingElm407, and you're with In the Zone Gaming. Let's get in the zone.
Orbital Air welcomes you to NCX, Night City International and Translunar. Don't wait. Leave your earthly worries, ulcers and tumors behind and take off for the stars. Taste true freedom. Be who you want to be. Pursue your heart's desire at the destination of your dreams. Because the stars are just your springboard. Orbital Air wishes you flights of fancy.
All right, here we are. Welcome back into the life in a day of AscendingElm when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077. I'm in the apartment just chilling like a villain, but we doing some heroic deeds this day. Going to be showing you some things about how the game goes. They introduced a creative process into the game, and I will enjoy explaining how that works for those who are into what's called graphic design. There are some aspects of the game, I believe, like this instant right quick. There are some aspects of the game that allows you to explore the creative side of Cyberpunk for those who enjoy a good game of role play. This typically is not normally something I do, but most times I tend to kind of want to get ideas from things I see and let the imagination kind of go to work. I played this game for played this game for quite a while before, and noticed some things about it. I said, well, hey, look, it'd be nice if we'd be able to do some nice little features or whatnot, and talk about these things. I've been doing it for a little bit, but just now deciding to showcase it, I suppose. So with that further ado, we'll be getting into kind of what that looks like. This is not me, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed Keanu Reeves, the voice in my head, the protagonist throughout the game. He's like a split personality matrix that's embedded in your brain for those who've played it. Those who haven't, this is what's going on here. He's embedded inside his head, this guy right here, known as Keanu Reeves, but he plays Johnny Silverhand in this. And he's like a revolutionary. He doesn't kind of go with the laws of the land. He goes against it. He's also a rock band singer. I'm going to be playing some of his hits on the record while I get myself ready to show you this. And probably the guitar lessons a couple times around too, just to show you how that works. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Keanu Reeves. They have another guest star in the game as well. I'm trying to think of his name. African-American fellow will point out Idris Elbis. Idris Eldridge. Those who know. But yeah, this is Keanu Reeves, and Idris Elba is also in this as well as a guest star, as opposed to many other people who don't get a chance to do this. But kudos to the stars who did allow themselves to be captured in these moments that I'm going to display. Let me just back out for a second and get the real me going. He's kind of having a mental break right quick. Let's try it again. Okay, here we are. Yes, it's your boy, AscendingElm407. Handsome as ever, huh? Just a handsome fella. You know, I couldn't be more happier, right? Yeah, me too. We're just gonna stroll ourselves right on in here and get some tunes going as I get ready to do some work on showing you how to do some graphic design. All right, sounds interesting, doesn't it? Little graphic design ain't hurt nobody. Little graphic design ain't hurt nobody. Just checking right quick, see what's going on outside. It's a couple strokes of the guitar for good luck, right? I'm not really good at this, but I'm going to try anyway. My favorite song that Johnny Silverhand plays is Chipping In. It's pretty good. Okay, let me start the music and I'm gonna show you some cool things I got going on here. So they have this ability thing that you can do on here, which is called use smart frames. For those who are not familiar and those who are familiar, this is a new feature that they have placed inside of the game to allow you to add a little bit more pizzazz, I guess, to the environment around you. Now, those who haven't played this is a game that kind of mirrors Grand Theft Auto slight bit. There are a lot of games out there sometimes that look similar to Grand Theft Auto, but not quite. This is the futuristic version of it. It's not a bad look, you know, for a lot of cyber stuff. Go out and I think it's Netflix or Hulu. Watch the series, the animated series. It gives you a little backdrop into this game right here itself. And it also ties into the video game franchise itself. This portrait here for the smart frames, if you take pictures, you're one of those people that play games that like to take different pictures and things, you can do this within the game, and there's a feature that allows you to take what you take a picture of and make wallpaper, like a picture or portraits in a house. Instead of using the ones that they designed, such as stuff like this, I'll show you. You see how this right here is a portrait, wallpapers and stuff like that they got on there that's plastered across the wall. Well, they give you an ability to do like hanging frames, pictures, portraits, and things like that. This is one of them. This is the picture I took, the backside of one of the characters, and I thought that was pretty neat. I'm zooming in a little closer for you guys with my eyeball magnification ability. For those who don't know, my character's kind of kitted out. He's not all the way chromed out. Still part human. I wanted to retain some human bits and pieces. But yeah, this is the back of a female character in the game in some of the later missions, Songbird. The front side of her looks completely human, but the back side of her is what you see here. That's all the way down to her waist. Her whole backside is exposed with technology where she had modified herself. Let's see. Should have another picture somewhere. Ah, what's this? What do we have here? Yeah, you guys like that? I took my time kind of putting this together. I decided to make my own portrait. This is what I came up with. I'm going to show you how I made this possible. I just wanted the world to know that I was here and that I mattered. Johnny Silverhand, never fade away. I'll show you how I got those layers together and put all that stuff on there. Shout out to Keanu Reeves. I wanted to show myself cartwheeling off of the bed. I wanted to show myself cartwheeling off the bed. I fixed my character to do all this animation. And everything you see here is something I added into to make that come to life. I wanted to look like I was doing a cartwheel straight out of the Matrix, for those who've seen the Matrix movie. Even the rat-tat-tat, you know, I tried to put all that on there, make it look good, make it look right. There's Idris Elba right there. He's surprised at what he's seeing. And we have Keanu Reeves doing his famous Matrix move where he's leaning back, dodging bullets. And he's like, you guessed it. And I'm like, I was busting my gun at him, say, hey man, let's recreate that scene. So this is what I was illustrating and going for. The apartment building is one of the houses that I own in the game. I use it as a backdrop to be able to express this and get the right color schemes and stuff fit in there. And thanks, Lady Red. I appreciate that. It's one of my best ones yet. I don't always create these, but when I do, I like to take my time. I went to school for a little bit for graphic design, and I know a little bit about game design as well. As far as gaming is concerned, I know how to create these little icons and things like that. The features they grant you to make this is awesome, man. You should try this if you have this game. if you're one of those people that enjoy graphic design and things like that. But I think this portrait, it fit just right. And I was like, oh my God, when I seen this and I went to the smart frames and the whole picture fit inside of this. Usually I can't get them to fit in something like this. I have to have something like that. But this fit perfectly. I was like, OMG. And it looks so well. This is my artwork that I can display in the game that I custom created with the stuff that they give you as far as tool-wise to do graphic design. Now, this doesn't have to be used for the smart frames, picture frames in the game. You can just save it to your hard drive and share amongst friends via YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that. This is one of the platforms I'm going to start with, and I'll start venturing on out for YouTube and TikTok and putting these little game designs out here, showing what these games are capable of, just to kind of highlight what the developers and devs were trying to go for to allow you to enjoy the experience of Cyberpunk 2077. Hey, play that roach race, man. It's dope, man. Play that roach race, man. It's real stupid, but play it, you know. But yeah, let's get a look at it right quick how that works. All right, so let's see. I'm standing right here. This is a feature that they add. It's like a little camera feature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this right here. And it allows you to still play first person mode. You'll still be able to navigate. Those who are familiar with Adobe Photoshop. I started this way back in the gap, man, when I was in high school. Adobe Photoshop was the bee's knees. There was a lot of things you could do with Adobe Photoshop, and I was just so happy that they was able to place this within the game for people like me who enjoyed it, just the little things in detail that people go through just to make sure that you have a well-developed game that gamers can love and never get tired of playing. This is something I enjoy doing sometime on my free time. Of course, I'll play the game most times just so I can get these great shots and kind of bring it to life and whatnot. And yeah, let's have a look at it. So we have the grid, right? This grid, just like a photo, we have the grid there. This allows you to play around with the camera itself from the preset. You can get the camera type, first person. Your preset can also be customized. The presets, different viewpoints that it'll focus on, just for you to start with. You don't have to go with those. For one, just start with customization so that way I can freehand everything. You got the field of view, depth of field, autofocus, aperture. For those who don't know, I don't know what that is either. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'll figure it out and let you know once I know. If you have it, go figure it out and then come back and tell me. You can rotate how you want that to be, switch your camera or whatnot. Let's see. Full collision, not quite sure what that is. I guess that's just items placement or something like that. Camera speed is going to be how fast you move around like this, I suppose. Of course, you can lock the camera in place. At this case, though, we're going to be selecting another category to display what you can do and the capabilities in this game. We have time and weather. You can do, sunny, rain, see the background changing to fog, pollution, acid rain, sandstorm. Let's have a look at that outside so you can kind of get a feel for what that is, people. So yeah, it's a default. That's a sunny day right there. You won't see it as much as far as the effect is concerned. But you will see the rain, the effects of the rain for the background if you're outside. This also looks pretty cool from the inside out as the backdrop changes. You can play around with stuff like that. You can also play with the time of day. Right now it's 0:39, game speed, the frame skip, you can play with all that. As far as the pose is concerned, you'll be taking the character off, putting them on. There's a category for actions that can be done. This is also within the category for the poses. You can cause them to just take a peek. He's doing some other type of animation here that's floor is lava. So, you can kind of play around, get that. Put that in there. And just cycle through a couple of those poses. I'm not going to go through the names. I'm just going to give you a couple looks at what you can do. Play around with it. Those are just base models. Little action stuff. That's currently one of the guns I got. It allows you to do stuff like that. And I can also twist the character and things of that nature. But if I wanted to show the muzzle flash, I just do that. You see what I'm saying? Off. Lighting effects, superb. Shows everything that needs to be seen. See the ammo dumpings coming out. So, yeah, with the eyes is kind of freaky, I know. I wanted to go for something angelic. But yeah, do look cool stuff like that there. Let's say if I want to go a little bit further, let's say take that off. Let's go facial expressions. Oh, is he happy? He's a happy camper? Yes, he's a happy camper. He's like, oh, I'm busting my gun. This guy's taking photos. And, we're going to just make memories. All right. Sounds pretty good. Let's get a look at the ammo droppings. Right quick, let's get it from that angle. Let's come down a little bit. I want you to see every part of it. So let's say if I want to go with that, right? We'll just look at that. We have rotation and stuff like that you can do. We'll just hold that up for right now. And you're able to do those, put other characters in as well that you can add. Let's see, surrounding NPCs, sure. Let's have a look at that. See if we can get somebody in the picture. We have all these people to choose from that are character models, just like the one you're seeing for myself. You can choose all these character models. I chose Idris Elba. He's a secret agent in the game that you'll encounter upon one mission on the download content. I added him in. You can do poses for him, different facial expressions and different things they can do. So it will equal out to get what I have here. See what I'm saying? You won't be able to see it in this mode, but the focus point is here, so the rest of it's blurry, as you can see. So we'll just do that. I'll just take a screenshot. And with that screenshot I just did, you didn't see the screenshot probably, but you got to do it from your PlayStation controller. Once you do that, I'm not going to exit out of that. Let me go backwards here. Okay, you can give them different stuff you can do with them that'll pop up. You have lighting that you can use, number of lights, you can control the lighting. See what I'm saying? It's the camera's right there. You can move the camera, see the shadow effects and stuff like that. Turn, take light off of them, just like a director, It's like the little thing from Destiny, but not really. But it's actually a camera light. So as I go with that light, you see the shadow effects and everything change. Now I'm going to put it where the shadow's behind me, but I'm going to put the camera off where you can't see it. Let's move it over some. Let's move it back. Put the shadow right behind me. Well, I want the shadow on the wall, really. So, you see what I'm saying? And I add that. You can change the color of how you want the shadow to be. Let's say if I wanted it red. See it? What I'm saying? Now it's like a red lighting. See what I mean? But we're not going to use lighting. We're just showing you how that goes. All right, so we also have the effects, which allows exposure, contrast, highlights, chromatics and stuff, and effects. You can have that on there, effect intensity and stuff. So those who like to play around and understand what that is, Adobe Photoshop is the foundation game to start with on PC if you're into stuff like this. And if you haven't played Adobe Photoshop, it's a computer program, not a game, but I talk just the same. There's color balancing stickers you can add. This is also the fun part. You can choose to put stickers on there. Here, I'll pick something cool. I'll put that right there. And I want to shoot this out of my gun. So I'm going to put these out of my gun. Pew, pew, pew. Let's see. If I make it a little bit bigger, it'll look like it's coming out in an angle. So I just throwed it up there for shits and giggles, right? Pew, pew, pew. All right, so we'll just put that there. Oh, wait, I messed up. There we go. So we're going to exit out of that. We got stick. Wait a minute. Get over there. There you go. All right, so we got that sticker there. You can save those. You can also add frames to make it kind of cool, because if I want to just take this, I can change it into something else. There's 100 frames to choose from, each one to illustrate something cool that you can do and use to describe yourself, your artwork, that is, things to make it look neato, give it that little pizzazz. Just kind of cycling through this stuff. Let's just go with this dude, Hickey. Okay. So here we are. We're going to take this away. And this is I would say finished product if I was just messing around, right? How cool is that? So let me take a screenshot. Now watch this cool thing happen. All right, so here we have the picture. Let's make sure we save this also for right here. Yeah, we're going to save it. Okay. And we're going to exit out. Sorry, I'm trying to get to it right quick. All right, let's have a look at it, see what it would look like. Looks pretty cool, huh? Let's just confirm it just to see what it would look like. See what I'm saying? How cool is that? It's a nice addition to what I already created here. If you want to see that photo, it's going to be hard to actually show that photo in its entirety. But yeah, this is what I did though. I put 3 of us in a room and I had to position everything just right. I had the actions for him, for Idris Elba, the actions for Keanu Reeves, and I put actions for myself, the Red Rebels, the gun effect. I put the bang to symbolize it. I put the rat-a-tat-tat and bent it just right so it'll go up my body in the angle so it would show like it's kind of, graphic, artsy, very cutesy, very demure. I was trying to illustrate the bullets in the background, but I was rushing it, so I only put that instead of actually taking the time to do it right. Because the layers would have to have me put this behind the curse word there. But instead I forgot, so it's actually over the top of it and not behind it. So I messed that part up, but who cares? The picture itself is dope. My girl likes to play this game. She thinks it's funny when she plays it. I'll run it one time for you. See how goofy this game is? Yeah, I suck at this game, I know. Good old Road Trace. This is not the only game you can play, though. They got other little mini games you can play to give it that arcade feeling. That's one of the things I think I liked about this game was that they gave you the ability to play games within the game while playing the game. It's like being the dude disguised as the dude that's playing the dude. So yeah, in this game, it allows you to kind of live your life, how you want to do it, how you want to play it. It doesn't really matter how you choose to play it. Most people kind of run through the missions and do whatever they want to do. I enjoy the free play aspect of it, the venture. You don't see good games like this anymore, where you're able to just kick back and role play and just kind of, you know, get into the game. You don't get a chance to do that in most games. They're usually just mission based and that's it. You don't get a chance to restart. You don't keep your items from the previous game and stuff like that. This game allows you to do just that, and they give you a lot of options in doing stuff, and they are constantly adding and improving to this game as well. Yeah, a lot of the graphics is pretty cool though, man. It's stuff that you can do. I mean, it just really looks good, you know. You actually see the smoke from the incense, you know. But most times when I play, I don't actually play the game. This is really me playing the game, you know, just to the best extent that I can, you know. I don't do a lot of running around and BSing and stuff. I do a lot of BSing. I'm lying. I'm doing it right now as I'm talking to you. You know, like I said, it's another day in the life of AscendingElm407. When it's not Battlefield, it's Cyberpunk. I like to kick back and chill. Those who are new to the stream, welcome in to In the Zone Gaming with AscendingElm407. We're currently playing Cyberpunk 2077, showing some things that you may not have known before. I just showcased earlier a little bit of aspects of the game that you are able to do as far as freezing the frame and getting good shots in your surroundings and stuff. We're able to add different pictures and stuff. I went through all the different things you can do. Go back to the front, check it out, and moving right along. I enjoy a lot of seeing the little stuff like this. They put like little ads and stuff into the TV when you're sitting down watching TV and stuff, giving you shows to watch, kind of like Grand Theft Auto did, except for the one feature they had where you can just actually watch other players, as opposed to watching the already written things that they put into the game, such as these infomercials and stuff like that. But all of this comes together to give you the experience that's well desired for those who enjoy a great deal of role playing and Comic-Con favorites.
Have you relived the passion of Joshua yet? If that's a no, good. You haven't seen a steaming pile like this in your feeder's BD library in a while. It's just the same juiced up ride we've all had before. Emotional extremes. Problem is, no depth. The feel is cranked all the way up, but it comes across as forced and insincere. And you know the big death scene they hyped so much in the trailers? It hurt like hell, but man did it feel hollow. I give it 2 stars, and that's being generous. I honestly expected more from a Rachel Kasich production. After the break, I'll be back with more BD news from around the world.
What we have here are options for your vehicles, for your daily life, get around in Night City. A couple of the motorcycles, some of them have different effects to them and stuff like that. The faster bikes are here. There's currently a new addition that they added to as far as the sports bike section. It's supposed to be faster than these two. There are tons of cars for you to choose from. I have this one. It's a Porsche, old school Porsche. We got cars from Herrera, only 2. Hopefully they're going to add more later. We have them here, which are like minivans or SUVs. We have Rayfield, for the fancy corporals, is what they call them, corpos. Business people, they love these type of cars. They're rich and famous. We have Villafort with their Cadillac-like cars, Lincolns or whatever they look like. A couple of those to choose from. We have Thornton. They make good models. I guess that's like Ford or something like that. Some of these vehicles come equipped with weapons, machine guns, or missiles. Some come with both. It's a lot of cars for Thornton. Quite a bit of cars you can choose from. We got Mikage, which is probably Toyota or something. We got Mitsutami. They got some pretty alright cars. I'm currently driving this one. They're all pretty good looking cars. I like those. Yeah, you do. As you level up and go further in the game, more cars will become available, Lady Red. Also, you can purchase the cars once you have enough funds. Do a couple missions, side missions, or via main missions, get those contracts done. And when you do that, they give you a larger portion of money to purchase these cars with. Side missions probably won't give you as much. But finding items and selling items throughout the game, whether they're guns or items you don't need, to vendors, is another way to accumulate cash. And you're able to get these cars. They're not too expensive, like so far down the line where it take you forever to get them. But you are able, Lady Red, to obtain these cars at any given point, as long as you got the funds to get them. Some of the cars won't become available till you go a little bit further. I've learned that I had to do some races, a few races, not a lot, just to unlock some cars from one of the guys that give you a mission, because some of these cars have a requirement that you do that before you're able to get it. Let me find one real quick so I can demonstrate that to you, because some cars I don't have. Let's see, I don't have that. Like this one right here is locked, right? So if I try to select it, it says unlock by completing more vehicle contracts for Muammar, which is a Spanish guy, I believe. He steals cars and jacks cars. And if you do enough missions for him, he'll unlock these cars for you to purchase. That answer your question, kind of? If that helps, we'll move right along to where we have Mikage, Mitsutani, and then Quadra. Quadra is the muscle cars. Quadra has quite a good set of muscle cars. Good American muscle. You know, I had to get that Type 66 Avenger. This is like the Batmobile, but not really. The old school one when they redid the Batman movie, that's what it reminds me of. The old school car he had. The doors and a lot of the aesthetics about the cars, whether it's inside or outside, will look completely different, and that's another thing I like about it. A lot of them have like flashing lights and gizmos on the inside. Some cars, like the Javelin here that my cursor's on, the Type 66 Javelin, it doesn't have any windows. So some cars may not have windows, and the equipment on the outside of the car will turn it into a hologram on the inside, allowing you to see outside but not inside the car. It's like the ultimate level of 5% tint, but not really. We have also Chevalier, has good cars. We also have Archer. They have a few cars. None of the kind I like. I'd rather steal those off the street. If you see the little paint sign also, I believe that's called crystal coating. Crystal coating in the game will allow you to change your car's color at any given time, as kind of like chameleon like stuff. You have access to it in the car. Paint will shift colors for you, changing the tones and lighting effects, visuals, etc. A lot of these options they made available to you on the laptop has become more available, such as the auto fixer. Some of this other stuff I haven't kind of dabbled around with, but sometimes throughout missions they'll have you do that, and they'll have you go and surf the web to these type of things. And sometimes they'll have more stuff you have to do within that kind of box. Without further ado, we're gonna cruise around and see what we got, and take some pictures in the city and get some great shots. And we're going to try to work with this Adobe Photoshop feature that they have here in the game and see what kind of gnarly picture can we come up with for a picture frame for another place that I have on the game. Let's go hit the streets with AscendingElm407, baby. I think the sun is coming up. Oh no, my bad, it's 2:49. For those who wonder how I look, this is the look I chose for the day. I've chosen to go with a simple look. Chose to get the revolver for a handgun. Chosen a melee weapon. And I chose a rifle. Clothing, I chose, just kind of mix it up, match it up. I had to put on Johnny Silverhand shoes. They give you different options, though. I mean, I got quite a few accessories, but even more put up. But this is just what I chose to bring with me, so I can just kind of switch it out on the fly. They give you a great deal of things to work with as far as your face is concerned. These are only a few options. The rest of them are put up. It'll kind of let you change the way you look, you know. And with those angel eyes, they glow right in the dark spot. But we're not trying to look hard up. We're just trying to look regular. Given the future, I probably presume that this is how it would look. I don't know. They're going to give you different head features as well. All the clothing can be combined with something else to allow you to bring about the look that you fantasize about for those who like to role play. Put yourself in the game and see what you would look like. Those who don't have an imagination, it's okay. Those who are men and women in this world and y'all are together, this is what role play is all about. You know, being able to have that imagination and take it to the next level. And it's also, quote unquote, we're not going to get into that. Let's just say if you got a good mind for stuff like that, we ain't got no question about your love life. You just dress up and play the role. So a few outfits they'll give you as well. These are full feature outfits. You can't add anything to them. It's all one set. Um, we'll dibble and dabble into what I look like as far as I was mentioning earlier. To the left side, you will have cyberware capacity. This allows you to have the mechanical upgrades. You have too many, your body can't handle it. It'd be bad for you. So they won't allow you to use it at a certain level. I keep it under the threshold. This is your armor. This is how tough your skin is. Your skeleton, stuff like that, as you can read for yourself. All these little doohickeys here are symbolizing, it's going to symbolize a different part of my exoskeleton, which symbolizes, if anybody played Deus Ex before, it's kind of like that, but not really. It's a little bit better than Deus Ex, by the way. We need a new Deus Ex. Because right now, Cyberpunk is winning. If you notice, the exoskeleton changes of the character in the middle, symbolizing what they're getting. I have titanium bones. I have another little thing here. This all goes into the exoskeleton. They're like, but what does it do? What does it do? Nervous system, you'll see it changed again. Shows you how that looks. Visual cortex support stuff. These are stupid names, but you know they're cool names, and they're just a good way to describe to help get you into that role. Anybody ever seen Blade Runner? It was a good movie, wasn't it? Circulatory system, different little stuff there for your reflexes and stuff like that. You got cyberware for that. You got cyberware for your movement speed and stuff. Blood pump, stuff like that. It's a health item. It's how you regain health. It kind of controls that area of the game about how you take damage, how you regenerate, how well you heal, stuff like that. And that's what that helps you with. Fortified ankles. That means that I can do a super jump and jump higher than the average man with those calf muscles. For the hands, I got a ballistics. It helps me with using firearms. Shoot ricochets off the wall to hit the target. Helps you handle stronger weapons, things of that nature that has a high recoil rate. It helps dumb that down to a certain percentage. That also helps. The handle wrap says that when equipping or throwing a weapon, such as knives, grenades, and stuff like that, there's a critical chance with all that it's going to cause more damage. This behavioral imprint thing here helps you get away from the police by changing your identity. It turns you into a different person, like Total Recall. When he put that little thing on and his face turned into a different person, kind of like that. Grand Theft Auto ain't got that, but Cyberpunk does, and I'm done. What that does is once you commit any type of crime, whether it's accidental or rather it be on purpose, you activate that, and it got this cool little effect where it shows like lines going over your face on the screen, and it changes your face, letting you know that it changes your face, basically. But it's got a little sound effect too. I think that was a pretty neat feature to add to it. You earn this doing the Phantom Liberty. You're going to get this, I think, from Idris Elba, I always pronounce his name wrong. But you're gonna get this item for from either him or the girl. I can't remember. But that's a playable item you can get. You won't have it right off the bat. All these are different eyeballs that go in the socket. Each one does something different. Some help you control cameras. Some give you access to a better readout on your enemies and stuff like that, to better hack into stuff. If you a person that favors hacking, Cyberpunk is about being in the future, so a lot of things are based in that timeline that allow you to do things that AIs and computers can do. Of course, with my arms, I went with gorilla arms. These arms transform and open up, allowing greater strength when you need to lift or kind of hitting hard and stuff like that, or lifting objects that are heavier, like ripping turrets out of sockets and stuff like that, then putting them to use. We have something for the frontal cortex. You got little stuff here that goes on there. This automatically negates an enemy quick hack when they're trying to use a quick hack against you. Quick hacks are just what it means. It's hacking into your brain, literally. You got that Elon Musk chip in your head yet? Let's say you can hack that. This game shows you what that would look like if you had that. Could you imagine somebody being able to hack you that way? Control you, shut you down, all type of stuff. Set you on fire, short circuit you out just by hacking you, standing there looking at you. The operating system is what does all of this right here. Needs to be installed to your brain. There's different ones to choose from. And this runs all your abilities of hacking and what you're able to do. As you notice, the little spinal cord and all that going up and all of the stuff, all of the cybernetic implants you got to get. I'm kind of in between human and, Chrome. I guess you could say a cyborg or something like that. I don't know. Is that what that guy is in that Alien TV show? It's like a cyborg or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Do you role play? So with that being said, that's what makes up this person right here before you in my little fantasy land. As you can see, that's how the arms look, the gorilla arms. I think it stops at the elbows. It's like being an amputee and now you got this real cool arm. There's a bit of crafting you can do in the game as well. If you don't want to get your weapons off of enemies or purchase them by vendors, you can make them yourself, but you will need materials though to craft. And these are your materials. They'll look something like that. It'll tell you what weapon you're trying to create right here. The blue is the bonus stuff that you need to know that this gun's going to get when you create it. But it also, in red, is going to tell you that a smart link cyberware required to enable smart targeting. Means it's going to fire like a regular gun, right? But if you have the smart link cyberware installed into your hands, that means you can bend bullets around corners. You can shoot over things once you have a lock on and just stick your hand up and your bullets are going to fly to wherever the enemy is. Yes, that's right. Even shoot around corners. These down here are crafting quick hacks. Each one does some different: chemical damage, electrical damage. You can cripple their movement. Remember we was talking about that earlier. You can bait people. Cyberpsychosis means you can turn them loco, make them crazy. Overheat them, set them on fire. You can short circuit them. You can ping to let you know, I'm sorry, how many enemies you'll be dealing with if you don't know how many are in that area. Sonic shock is affecting their hearing, causing a loss of hearing where you can sneak around without being heard, including running. It's like making them deaf for a limited time. Could you imagine somebody being able to do you like this in real life if you got these type of upgrades coming soon? You can reboot their optics, make them go blind temporarily for those who got eyeball augmentations. Let's see. Make them call for backup. Make them commit suicide. You can glitch their weapon, make it so the gun doesn't work. It doesn't fire for a short amount of time. System collapse. It's untraceable too. It knocks them out. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff you can choose from. These are just so far what I have that I can craft. But there's a lot more that you can choose from vendors and stuff like that. This is all called quick hacking. If you wanted to be one of those people that customize yourself, because there's a lot to choose from in every category, depending on where you go. You have to go to a Ripper doc in the hospital that's specifically for making you this advanced, not a regular hospital. And then you'll choose, these are the ones I've chosen, but there are more than that listed. And you can upgrade yourself to either make yourself where you can just hack stuff stronger, faster, tankier. Mine, of course, is just something a little different. But you can do all of that, and that's what infects everything else. So everything trickles down into that category, especially with the operating system, if you combine it all just right. Of course, you can be more machine than human at that point. So it's a morality type thing. You want to retain your humanity, or do you want to upgrade yourself to be better than a human being? But in the land of Night City and Cyberpunk, everybody's operating system is going to be different. Without further ado, for newcomers, feel free to check out the database. This will tell you about everything that's in the game that you can find. If you choose a category, it'll have all these things listed, whether it's vehicles, stuff like that. They look way cooler in the game for those who like Death Stranding. There's little motorcycles for you. Yeah, it's just information about everything you'll see there. That will range from weapons, things you'll see in the world, about gangs and stuff like that you'll encounter, airdrops, other gangs and members, your fixers, enemies. Let's jump out of here. Let's jump out of there. Exploration, driving, combat, stealth, quick hacks, in case you want to learn how to hack. Do all that stuff. Character, items, miscellaneous, story locations. It's all found there. It's got information to tell you more in depth than what I'm speaking. Every choice you make is going to be determined within these categories. What that means is that's 3 different outcomes. It's got like 4 or 5, maybe 6 different endings or something like that, based off your morality choices. You can determine V's fate when you play the role. The map itself is pretty large. It's not too big, but it's big enough. And this is where you go get jacked up. These little icons right here, they're called Ripodocs. And they upgrade, install, and remove cyberware. So if you want to put on or take off, you have to go see them first. You just can't do it when you get ready. Whenever you see these icons, this is where you can buy your get you some clothing, get suited up, get booted up, look like I do or how you want to. Each one is different though in every area, so you won't usually see the same thing. So you have to go somewhere else to find other items and things of that nature. If you want weapons, you're gonna look for them by this logo right there. That's where you're gonna find different type of weapons and stuff like that. 9 times out of 10, you can waste your money trying to go get them and buy them, or you can just get them off the street by killing somebody that's a gang member or getting them off story missions. However, you can find them in loot boxes and stuff like that, or just around Night City in general. You want to hang out and chill for a minute? There's a bar in every area you can go attend. Suits all your drinking needs and everything that's farther out. Let's see. Let me explain that part right there. I think that's in the backpack. You'll find stuff like these things here are consumables. So that's what the alcohol symbol means. You can purchase consumables. Each one does something different. If you're drinking beer and all that stuff, it decreases your movement, accuracy, and stuff like that. Vision gets blurred. Same way it does for Grand Theft Auto when you do too much weird stuff. Consumables are like food and stuff like that, nourishments. They give you a little stat boost each one or do something different. So most people are focused more on red icons for health pickups and stuff like that. This game allows you to fix that in numerous ways where you don't have to look at it like that. To gain health, in most cases, you can find these little items like this and consume them, and they do you some health and stuff, or benefits to your health depending on what it is that you're consuming. So it'll give you a certain amount of health that's regenerated if it's lost. So keep those consumables. That way you don't always have to barrel roll through your health kits, which are these right here. They're called stems. Some give you health bonuses and others just kind of, I'll show you. But it's a consumable too. I got a lot of this stuff though. I have to get rid of it. You ever see these right here? It's called capacity boosters. They give you 50 plus carrying capacity. Let's say your character is not upgraded enough to hold a lot of weight. This will grant you 50 plus for a certain amount of time of 1800 seconds until you can get to a place to dump all your loot. The Ram Jolt regenerates the RAM that it costs to do quick hacks when you're hacking people in various items throughout the world. Same thing for your stamina. This over here is your components. It's what's needed for crafting. I have way too many, as you see. Quick hack components as well. All right, this is the last piece before I get on the road and show you how it go. We're going to be looking at what you can do as far as understanding this right here, the whole body. Remember I showed you this. This is on the inside. This is you on the outside. This is what goes into being you, making you, you. These are the perks available. Of course, I have a 13 attribute points. I got 8. This is something you get towards the end. I wouldn't worry about that right now. Put points into reflexes to determine your maneuverability and ability to evade enemy attacks. Put points in the body to determine your raw physical body power and fortitude. Put points in the technical ability to determine your techie and know-how. That means hacking and stuff. Your cool is determining by assassinations and skills of stealth abilities. Whenever you're sneaking around and trying to kill people quietly, keeping it cool and player, put points into that. When you're trying to do some sneak stuff. Intelligence is going to be determining your net running abilities. Technical ability and intelligence go hand in hand. You need to know that. Why do I say that? If I click on intelligence, it changes, didn't it? Your first tier is going to probably look like this. They're going to be blue, not yellow. This is just all what I've chose. There's different tiers as you go up, right? Let's say, for instance, this allows me to cast a lot of quick hacks without losing a lot of RAM in the process. Some of them I didn't like, per se. Some of them I really just didn't like. And I wish there was a different way we could have went about customizing this that they allowed you to do. I like the idea of the tree they tried to build, but some of them I want to go around that I just generally wasn't interested in. I wish they would have had it where you could just pull the amount of points that you want to the ones that you need as you unlock them. That way, if I don't want this one, I don't have to go to this one just to get it. If I don't want this one, right? If I want this one, I don't want to have to go through this one to get it. I think I should just skip around it if I don't want to be able to do that, you know? I think that's the only thing they restricted you to right there. But on the contrary, you can refund your points and stuff and reallocate them to suit your need. Technical ability, same thing. They'll all look different. This allows you to do different stuff. It's so technical how this stuff goes. But if you know what you're doing and how you would like to see yourself portrayed, it allows you to do that. Certain things go into when you're able to use tech weapons, power weapons. There's different type of weapons. I didn't mention that earlier. But each one runs by 3 different categories. I think power, tech weapons are like the ones that allow you to bend bullets around corners and stuff like that. Those are tech weapons, I believe. I just kind of like that stuff. Technical ability I spent some time with, just kind of thinking how I wanted my character to be able to move. As you can see, I went body. These two were the same. I keep it cool, keep it player, but my reflexes is pretty balanced. This relic you get, I think, when you beat the game. It allows you to do these little feats and stuff like that. Find out where the soft spot's at, kill them a lot easier. There's a high level of violence in this game too, though, for viewers and stuff like that. They don't need to be seeing this. It's for the adults, baby. Yeah, because you will see some decapitations and stuff like that going on, and you know.
Good evening, Night City! Joining us in the studio tonight is Maria Jimenez, reporter for the Pacific and a cyberspace specialist. And of course, the author of her new book, The Undoing Fall of the First Net. Maria, rumor has it that you were once a net runner.
Is that right?
Well, is it true? Oh, and there it is, folks. Now, the question is, Maria, do you still go to cyberspace?
No. Promised myself I'd never set foot in there again.
And why's that?
Because I don't want to fry my brain to a crisp. Cyberspace was never safe to begin with. But after Rach Bartmoss unleashed rabbits, the place turned into a hellscape overnight.
Hell? As in lakes of fire and demons poking you with pitchforks?
No. I'm talking about malware that can flatline you in a matter of nanoseconds. AIs that creep into your brain via your connection. Data vortexes that would make a sane person lose their mind.
Sounds spooky, but someone must still be in there, right?
Probably over-chipped corpos in cryosuits using up half the energy grid. Or just crazy people.
Alright, but let's say I, Ziggy Q, jacked myself into cyberspace.
Your brain would implode. Literally. The internal pressure in your head would increase 3 times over. Without a dedicated...
Let's forget about that for a sec. What would I see in those few nanoseconds before I flatline?
All depends on you. Cyberspace is data flowing straight into your brain. It bypasses all of your normal senses. Sight, touch, hearing. You'd have to visualize it somehow. Otherwise, well, you know what happens. You'd see some clouds resonating, pixels falling in a drizzle. It's hard to describe.
Not the drizzle.
Fascinating. And just a tad disturbing. After all, this is cyberspace we're talking about. But us ordinary netizens, we don't have anything to worry about, right?
I think you're gonna have to reread my book, Ziggy.
That I will, Maria. And everyone else watching should do the same. Maria Jimenez's book, The Undoing Fall of the First Net, available tomorrow in stores near you. Thanks for being on the show with us, Maria. Well, nice seeing you. Till next time.
City of Juneau now faces a difficult choice of whether to honor the agreement, causing severe shortages in Alaska, or break the contract and forego next year's seed corn delivery from Biotechnica. Whether you believe Alaskans deserve humanitarian aid, or perhaps a lesson in self-reliance, cast your vote at the address below. Freak accident or targeted attack. Nanobees terrorize the residents of Milan. Eyewitness accounts tell us 7 million of the Fenglan nanobots.
So how you like my ride? It's one of those sports suits. I think this is one of the Mitsu Zenis or something like that. Mitsuginis, Teenies or something like that. This is the inside of one. Each one's going to be different though. All of the items you see. Check engine lights on because I've been kind of crashing it a little bit. You'll find a speedometer when you're playing in first person just above the steering wheel. As you can see, where it says 0 right there. Got the Formula One steering wheel. Thought that's pretty dope. And as you can see, it's got the little holographic, something like that, where you can see on the outside with the little monitors on the outside. I'm gonna go to the outside of the car so you can see that too. If you now just been tuned in with AscendingElm407, you've been watching Cyberpunk 2077. Let's get in the zone. What do you think so far? As you can see, I'm taking the time to illustrate vehicles. It's a little bit different than what you normally will see. Like I said, it's role play. We're getting in the zone. That's what it's all about. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go in there and not sure what this mission is. Just camped out chilling. I don't think I'm supposed to be in the road, from what I understand. I would have liked it if they had added more parking spaces or something like that. I love how they did the rear view camera though, where you were able to manipulate the onboard camera as a rear view mirror. My bad. You can shimmy it left to right, up and down when you're trying to get that good parallel park. I like the little stuff they put there as detail wise.
Slow down, Turbo. You'll get us killed. Again.
Grand Imperial Mall.
What the hell? This isn't college. You have to think.
Rest in peace, Kurt.
Walk. 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 Walk.
Looking for work? Help us build the system. Help us build the future.
beach! Flank them! Hope we blast you and you asshole, punk! Dance, motherfucker! Motherfuckers pounced on me! Just like that! For real! Badly! You killed my fucking friend! Clear the town! He's hiding!
What was that? Okay. All clear.
Second time in a week.
What was that?
No threat detected.
Huh?
Warning. Warning. Radioactive waste. For your own safety, stay clear.
Las personas mayores han de permanecer en sus casas.
research.
Right? Seriously.
Detecting abnormalities. Inconsistent. No threat detected.
Be on high alert! He's here! Somewhere!
The hell?
Hey, anyone else catch that?
Hey now. Resistance is futile.
Locating suspect.
Huh?
You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
Hey, anyone else catch that?
Surrender immediately!
The hell?
Come out with your hands in the air!
Hey, anyone else catch
Must be here somewhere.
shit, son? Hey, anyone else catch that?
Hey now. Resistance is futile.
You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect.
Come out. What was that?
Did you know last-gen Cyberpunk can damage your nervous system? Make sure your implant is always the latest model. Gun owners are reminded that the use of firearms to advance No tienes tiempo de dormir. Con la neurodanza del sueño profundo. 9.
70% real blood dripping.
Slaughterhouse. Satisfy your instincts. Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you getting what you want out of life? Let me guess. Food from a tube, rusty water from the tap, another murder outside your bedroom window. But what if you could leave all that behind? Far, far behind. You begin your journey to the final frontier. Send the word SPACE to 7299 for a chance to win a one-week getaway for two at the Crystal Palace. 10 casinos, 5 pools, top-end brain dance equipment, and the best chefs in the universe. If you're looking for a taste of paradise, don't wait a microsecond longer. Send SPACE to 7299 right now. The Crystal Palace. Feel alive in the dead of space.
Man down! Take their position! Pacifying!
Drop your weapon and show yourself! I'm under attack!
He's hit! He's hiding!
You got nowhere to run!
Target!
so brave! You're dead! Damn it! We're both!
あなたにニコーラ
You're
This is AscendingElm407, and this is In the Zone Gaming. And we didn't go quietly into the mission and get it done, but we got it done. Tried to do it quietly, had a little mishap. We are enjoying ourselves. We are enjoying ourselves. Hope you're enjoying the show. We're currently trying to see what's next. We are in the role-playing phase and looking for a good screenshot to put into a frame. I dubbed the mission failure. It's going to be called a bad trip because, man, we were tripping. We tried to go in and do what we had to do and be quiet and stealthy and just make it look like their cyberware was malfunctioning. And, just like, viruses and stuff like that. So I was trying to emphasize on being able to, let's see, attack them that way without them visually knowing I was there. So I was giving off as if I was looking out into the street, chilling on the everyday normal life, just like you do every day, and stuff just kind of go wrong, it malfunctions, so to speak. So I just played the role and did what I had to do and tried to infiltrate based off how I would infiltrate. Um, and just kind of play around that way. But like I said, that's one of the abilities that you can do with the net running abilities. You can take control of anything, hack anything. If it's ran by electronics, you can get your hands on it. And as you saw, I displayed different ways to utilize this to, effectively dub it a bad trip. It's just what were we doing? I don't know. We just kind of messed up. After that one guy, I didn't know it was going to alert him. I was trying to keep the camera going as if the camera wasn't spying on them. And of course, they traced where I was coming from, and that alerted everybody to my presence. Um, Not a good net runner, but I'm pretty decent. I hope y'all enjoying the show. This is In the Zone Gaming with AscendingElm407, and we're getting in the zone. This is called Bad Trip. This is our first photo that we took and customized based off the experience we just had. It was a wonderful experience, might I add. It started out good, and then it was a bad trip. We crashed our car, um, got distracted, and then crashed the motorcycle almost. And, after that, things was kind of going up and down, I guess. So I dub it a emoji face of curiosity because we just made do with the scraps we were given. Of course, this bad trip pays tribute to Winston Churchill, who said that success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. But we had a bad trip, so what? You know what I mean? We did the best we could do. But it's not over with yet. Still got much more to go, a couple more minutes or so. We're going to run it on. It's coming close to the closing time, I believe. We only scheduled for 3 hours, but I guess I'll go 15 minutes over since I was almost 15 minutes late getting it started for you guys. I do apologize. I do hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope that the developers know that they make one hell of a game. Um, it is very intuitive. It is very awesome. It is very adult and not for children. Let me exercise that. Very mature. But for the adults, who enjoy role playing in games like this, where you can get in depth and create little things of that nature, like I just did here. What this episode was called A Bad Trip. Um, we tried to go in stealthy and do some things on the mission and steal some information. It was very simple. We was just supposed to sneak in and get out. Somehow it got complicated and became a bad trip. Here at In the Zone Gaming, we like making the shows you like, and depending on the episode we do, we never know how it go out. But we're trying to do these new things called frames, which you're able to do inside the little rooms that you buy for the little houses in the game and stuff like that where V can stay at. You can put portraits on the wall, your very own custom portraits, like Adobe Photoshop tool that's been used to create this image for you, fear and pleasure, so you can understand that everything you just witnessed was a bad trip. So yeah, I like to bring it to life. I like to get in depth with it, per the bio. And of course, like I always say, if you see anybody out there doing it like me, give them a high five, 'cause they probably learned it from me. let's get back in the zone whenever we can. Enjoying this time. We're gonna try to jump back in for these final minutes and give you a little bit more experience to go on. Maybe we can probably sneak another screenshot in before this episode is through. Hope, excuse me. Hope you enjoy the show, and let's get back in the zone. I'm AscendingElm407, and you know where you at. Let's in the zone gaming, baby. It's the only place it will be. Shout out to any and everybody who saw Grandma's Boy. Oh, remember it coming up. That was my favorite movie. But somehow I resonated with that on the inside. See what kind of treats they left us.
Beautiful work, V. Stove's finished, even if you don't know it yet. Big thanks. Contract's closed and the eddies are flying at you. Beautiful work, V. Stove's finished, even if you don't know it yet. Big thanks. Contract's closed and the eddies are flying at you.
Fuck off before I...
Hello and welcome to N54 News. We begin with distressing reports from the Badlands. A Militech humanitarian convoy was attacked by a ruthless band of nomad outlaws. Corporate security forces responded with force only as a last resort after their escape route had been cut off. Although several Militech vehicles suffered damage, the nomads have failed to open them. Reinforcements called to the attack site managed to repel the assailants and secure the transport's cargo. Unfortunately, approximately a dozen employees were killed in the assault, including veteran of the Unification War and Crimson Heart recipient Linda Nopes. To the families of those who perished, we at N54 News offer our sincerest condolences. With the NCPD's cooperation, Militech has already announced a retaliatory strike on nearby nomad towns. We continue our coverage after the break.
everyone's safety, do not disturb or obstruct NCPD officers performing their official duties.
The event about to break. Those with respiratory issues are advised to remain.
When danger lurks, the drop team will be there. Sign up for our platinum plan today, which is your 9999 drop team.
Here's another one of my smart frames I decided to capture. Not quite Jesus, but it'll do. From The Passion. This guy was playing this. You hear about it throughout the game. I decided to get a picture. A little memento. It's like MTV Cribs. I'm just trying to show you how I live. Just 1 second. As always, I'm AscendingElm407. You've been tuned into In the Zone Gaming. I just want to thank you for joining me for this wonderful occasion. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for the followers. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thanks for the follows, and thanks for viewing my content. Shout outs to everybody who dropped by, left a message or whatnot. Look for me to stream next time. I don't know when, but I think I'll figure it out, and we'll get to doing something and see how that goes. Don't mind what I'm doing now, but it is what it is. Next episode, we don't know what it's going to be, but we'll try to put on a good one for you, right? Stay tuned till next time. As always, I do appreciate you stopping by. They don't allow you to wash your hands, but, it's close enough, right? At least they let you flush the toilet. You guys stay nifty, stay crafty, and if you ever got this game or plan on getting it, plan on checking it out, I advise you to go ahead, check it out, see what it does for you. You might end up liking it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Who knows? But for those that like the role play, I guess the gist of the game or whatnot, I guess you can find some time to kind of get in the zone. Or watch me, and I'll show you, get you interested in and riled up, and maybe we can figure something out and see what you like. But like I say, this is Cyberpunk 2077. It allows you to do quite a bit, as I demonstrated earlier. I didn't go too much in detail. I hope I didn't, per se, go too much in detail. But yeah, I like what goes on about it, and, I kind of, it's no big deal. It'd be like that sometimes. But you gotta forgive me, y'all. It's just how I'm acting right now. I'm a little geeked up. But, just want to thank you guys again, and until next time. I almost want to say peace out. Have a good day.